thinking, sinking, drinking, wondering what I do when
one of the special history with Jack's Abbey Framinghammer Baltic Porter. I was lucky enough to taste it at their first birthday party, and it was the bourbon barrel aged Framinghammer. They've since bottled it. They started bottling it the next year, and they have varietals, and it's a very, very popular beer. It's a wonderful beer. This year is different. They have all the old beers, some new varietals, I think. This varietal is very different because it's aged in Cooper and King's Brandy barrels. And so it's going to be different. I don't have a lot of experience with brandy, but the flavor should be quite interesting. It's at 11.7% ABV. A little more on that. There we go. So, two-finger head, totally opaque. I could smell it from here. A little winey aroma. Let's see what's happening. Very interesting. It's not all that strong, but there's chocolate in here, and you can smell like a winey aroma, you know, because brandy is distilled wine. Very smooth though, almost like a milk chocolate. It tastes really interesting. It's really good. It's very, very different than any other Framinghammers that I've tasted. This is totally different. I really like this stuff. There's a hell of a lot in here. Okay. First of all, it seems like it's more malt forward, and I had the same experience with the regular bourbon barrel Framinghammer, which I drank last week. So it seems smoother, maybe more malt forward. Not sure. And it's like a very interesting combination of like chocolate and like a wine overtone in here. There's the different chocolate than the other Framinghammers. It's a lot different. It's more of a piquant taste. It's quite a refreshing change. It's not the usual. And now more oak is coming in. And it's also like a deeper, it's not as strong coming out, but it's like a deeper chocolate, much deeper. And the bitterness seems to be lighter, but it's exceptionally well blended. There's also like a nutty flavor in here. There's a lot in here. It's a departure from the other style. It's not totally different, but I really like this. It's really excellent. It's probably not for everyone. If you don't like a winey taste, new beer, which I think is fine, maybe you won't like it as much as the other Framinghammers, but it's really a super excellent beer. Very different than any of their beers that I've tasted, and also it's very different than probably any beer I've had that I can remember that's a barrel-aged beer. Okay, so I'm going to let this warm up. And, you know, this is like mid-90s for this beer. This is very well thought out. If you can get it, by all means get it. It's very complex, very well done. It's worth checking out. And so that's the Jack's Abbey Framinghammer Baltic Porter. It's the Brandy barrel aged, so it's going to be different, but quite good. Cheers.